guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are heading outside and we are going to be planting some flowers for my back porch and a little bit on my front porch as well. This morning I went to a greenhouse and picked out all of our flowers that I'm going to be putting on our back porch. I also ran into town and got a few more plants for our landscaping, and I'm so excited to get started. Last night we rearranged our furniture on the back porch, but I still want to take my cushions off of my couch and pressure wash them, pressure wash the whole porch. And we are still going to finish off the roof on our back porch. That's one project we just keep putting off, but we said this spring that's first on our list. We're gonna be finishing that off and putting a fan up and some string lights, so that's gonna be really nice. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and start planting flowers because the greenhouses are full of flowers right now and they are stunning. So if I wait a month or two, they're gonna be gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and decorate now. We've had warmer weather and we are outside a lot more, and I'm so excited to be partnering with Lowe's in today's video. I have some new additions to our landscaping that honestly make it. We have a new water fountain from Allen & Roth. I love that entire line. Anytime I'm looking for something specific on a Lowe's website, whether it's a vanity or some light fixtures or rugs, pillows, I always like to search Allen & Roth because I know most of the time I really like their designs. So on Lowe's.com, I just type in Allen & Roth and I found this beautiful water fountain, and I've wanted a water feature in our landscaping ever since we moved in. Did our landscaping last year. I thought, oh, that would be the perfect addition to listen to it in the evenings and just have that water flowing. I feel like it's so peaceful. I am so excited. It was very easy to put together. It doesn't hook up to water, which is really handy. It has a pump that circulates the water that you put in it. So we just filled it up with water, plugged it in, have this beautiful trickle sound all the time, and I just absolutely love it. Another thing I wanted to invest in was a picnic table for our backyard. We are in the process of building a play set for our kids. It has a couple of swings, a big slide, and like a tower they can climb on. We're going to finish off that whole area, so I'll be filming that in another video, probably when we do the porch around that same time. And I thought it would be handy to have a picnic table out in that area. That way we can sit out there and be closer to the kids when they are playing. But for now, I have the picnic table on our back porch since we don't have any other table back there right now, and it has been so handy. When I brought all my flowers, I was able to kind of sort through them. The picnic table is a yellow pine material, so I might paint it or stain it. I haven't decided yet, but I'll be sure to show that process when I do it. And then I also have some beautiful planters I shared in my last video, my spring projects video, but these planters are gorgeous. They are also by the brand Allen & Roth, and I absolutely love them. I added some faux trees to them. So be sure to check out Lowe's.com for any patio furniture, plants, landscaping, gardening supplies, you name it. I even found some hanging baskets for my ferns, and I was able to get the chains and the little hooks for them to go on, everything at Lowe's. You can also get free pickup at the store. That's what I did for our bigger items that I've gotten recently, like our weed sprayer, our wheelbarrow, and I even did it for our picnic table. And I was able to just pull into a spot with our truck and they loaded up the picnic table for me. It was wonderful. They also have free shipping on orders over $45. So if you'd rather have something just shipped straight to your door, you can do that as well. So again, thank you to Lowe's for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Now let's head outside and get busy because we got a lot of stuff to work on. Is our back porch currently. We have our cut flower garden right off to the side of our porch. And I have all my flowers that I bought today lined up over here, and I'm going to be putting them in some planters, and we are going to plant everything. I also have 4 bags of potting soil, so I hope that's enough. We will see. Hopefully going to be able to get that varnish off of the couch, and then I'll be able to like re-seal it and stain it, and I'm hopeful that it will look better than it does right now. These are the flowers for my cut flower garden that I started from seed. They're doing very well. I'm so happy with them. If you want to see my garden with me video where I plant these, I'll link it down below. But I will be planting them in my raised garden boxes very soon, as well as my winter sowing. If you see the little Ziploc baggies back there, I grew those flowers outside in the winter. It's called winter sowing, and they're doing fantastic. So very happy with those, and these, hopefully they will continue to grow well. We do have this fire pit that's really nice for the evenings as well. And then I picked up a very large candle that I'm going to set on our new picnic table, which I'm so excited about. Right now it's just the plain pine, but I think I'm going to paint it. And then we have our rocking chairs over here. I don't know if I'm gonna keep them there or not. For now, that's where they are. So let's get busy planting. I have some waving petunias. I have a little rosemary plant back there, different varieties of vines. I love this. I can't remember what it's called exactly. I think that'll be really beautiful with the waving white petunias. These I thought were really pretty. I love just like pops of purple and whites are usually the colors that I go for. These are also beautiful. These are called Firehouse Verbena. So those are really nice. They take part sun, which is good for our back porch. And then these flowers here, I got to go around Breland's little playhouse, and I'm gonna do like a mock raised garden bed. I think these will be so lovely. I'm gonna add like a little white picket fence around her playhouse, and we'll have these flowers in some little raised garden beds. Thought these colors were really sweet, and she picked them out. Little wheelbarrow, and she was pulling it all around the greenhouse, and she had her mind made up on the ones she wanted. So she grabbed those, and I think a white petunia as well. This is her playhouse. The door came off, so we need to reattach that. And like I said, we're gonna landscape around it, and it's not gonna go in that exact spot because behind that there is a bunch of wood on the ground, and that's because we are building our kids' play set, and we're going to finish that all out. I think we're gonna bring it closer to the house, and we're going to put rubber mulch in that area. And then the table right here is out in the middle of the yard because there are bees in it. So we're trying to let the bees escape. That is why it is away from the porch currently. I could not resist these gardenia trees. Oh, they smelled amazing. They already have some blooms on it. They're like little buttery yellow blooms that will eventually turn white. Oh, I wish you guys could smell these because they are so wonderful smelling. So I'm going to, I think, have these on either side of the couch just to add some height, and I think they're just beautiful. So okay, for my first planter, I'm gonna add one waving petunia because these will get bigger. I'm also going to add one of these, they're a little taller, and then one of the verbena. I know it's tight, but I like that fuller look. And then I'm gonna add this little vining plant. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I thought it was really beautiful with the greens and whites. I've got everything in there. I just need to take them out of the containers and then fill around it with the soil. This one is done. I didn't have anything like a thriller, which is adding a tall plant to the middle, so I might get some grass and put it right there, like some tall grass or maybe an asparagus fern, and put it in the back. But I love it. I love these vines. I think it is so pretty up against the wicker. For the next little container concoctions, I have white petunias, the vine, this really pretty purple flower, and then more of this white little dainty flowers. And I know it's really full, but I think that it'll be pretty, and these go on some stands, so the vines going down will be really pretty. Plant the gardenia trees into these pots here, and I just filled them up with the soil, cleared out a spot in the middle, and I'm going to place this pot right in and make sure I have enough soil and it's where I want it to be. and then we will go from there. And then if I have some room, I might plant some flowers around the bottom, but we'll see. These pillows for years and still love them. So I'm gonna put them, I think, over here on my rocking chairs. And then I have some new pillows that I'm gonna put on the couch, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like, and we will water everything. Still have to clean the couch off and do the teak oil. I'm gonna pressure wash it, and hopefully it will restore it back to like this color down here versus the gray. But I found these pillows this year. They're new, and I thought they were so cute. I feel like they look kind of Nancy Meyers inspired. Very affordable and gives a little pop of blue. And I also like that the pattern is on both sides. Sometimes the outdoor pillows don't have the pattern on both, so I think that looks nice. I have this big candle that is a citronella candle that I thought would be nice to have in the center of the table. I usually don't keep much on the table, maybe some flowers or some herbs, but I kind of like to use this as an eating area, or like a place to put your drinks down or plates. So I think I'm just gonna leave the candle, and I love all the wicks. I think that'll be so pretty and kind of give like tabletop fireplace feel. Plants that I need to find some pots for, and for these vinca vines I'm going to get some sort of fun trellis for them. So I'm going to add that to the list of things to get, and then these here I'm going to probably put in these containers, but I want to paint them or stain them first. So I'm going to just keep them in here, and I'll finish them up sometime this week. I feel like this whole entire week is going to be full of gardening projects. And I'm going to water my plants, and I'm going to water my cut flowers and probably bring them in for the night, and then I'll bring them back out tomorrow. Maybe in a few days I will plant them outside in the garden and see how they do. My other cut flower garden plans, I am going to plant the rest of my flowers very soon, and I will share the process whenever I do that, and it'll be another garden with me video. But you guys will not believe this winter sowing method is fantastic. If you are considering it for next year, I say go for it. Every single thing that I planted is growing fabulously. Some of them are coming through the bag, which is amazing. So hopefully once I transplant them, they'll do good still. I think they will, but we'll see. Put in the Fox Farm soil into my raised garden beds, and I'm really hopeful that it will be good soil. I still need to add some more into this garden bed. You can see I put this in a few weeks ago, and I feel like it's settled nicely. I am really excited to start planting all of my flowers in here. Also debating on painting my potting bench. I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. I just feel like I have a ton of different brown colors back here. I do think it looks nice against the white, but I also need to re-level it. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and water everything now, and I will show you guys how it looks tomorrow. It's about 7 o'clock now, so I'm calling it a night.